if you watched our service yesterday for Palm Sunday, we introduced a new segment that we are going to be offering on our social media pages during Holy Week called Holy Week at Home. And Holy Week at Home is a time to explore the stories, some of the stories from the last days of Jesus, using small household items to remind us of the stories that we read each day. So for today's story, we are going to use a coin. And we'll put the coin on the small box to remind us of the story that we're going to hear about today. And one time, I heard two friends talking about Jesus. And one asked, I wonder why people wanted to kill Jesus, right? Because Jesus was always loving people and healing people and teaching all this good news. Why would anybody want to kill him? And my other friend had a really good answer. They said, I think it's because Jesus asked people to share and told people to share, and they didn't want to. And in today's story from the Bible, this comes from the book of Mark. It's after Palm Sunday. Jesus goes into Jerusalem, and he goes into the temple. And the temple was a place where he was a Jewish man and where he and the Jewish people would go to worship, sort of like church. And when Jesus went to the temple, he saw people cheating other people out of their money. And this made Jesus very angry. And so we're going to hear that story now from Mark. Jesus and his disciples, his friends, they arrived at Jerusalem. Immediately upon entering the temple, Jesus started throwing out everyone who had set up shop there, buying and selling. He kicked over the tables of the bankers and the stalls of the pigeon merchants. He didn't let anyone even carry a basket through the temple. Then he taught them, quoting this text, "My house was designed as a house of prayer for all people, and you've turned it into a hangout for thieves." The high priests and the religion scholars heard what was going on, and they plotted how they might get rid of Jesus. They panicked, for the entire crowd was getting carried away by his teaching. At evening, Jesus and his disciples left the city. And I wonder, as we look at this coin and think about the gifts that God gives us, what are the ways that Jesus might be asking us to share our gifts with others? And there's lots of ways to share, not just with money, but maybe an even more important thing right now is sharing love and patience and forgiveness when it's hard maybe to be at home, when you'd like to be out and doing things. I wonder how we can share God's gift and God's love with others during this time.